Hi, I'm Lena, and for the last 20-ish days, I've been really stressed. Like, pretty freaking darn stressed. Before I show you what I do to reduce my stress, let me just break things down for you so you understand why I need this. So around halfway through last month, I had 2 neuroscience exams and I was studying so much I basically didn't take care of my body. So on October 17th, my immune system decides to shut down. At first it was just a really bad cold, but I wasn't getting better as quickly as I usually do. I thought my immune system was just being an ass and giving me the world's worst cold. But then, on October 29th, I coughed up some blood. So, yeah, I figured I should go to the doctor. I was diagnosed with pneumonia and was put on antibiotics, and the next 5 days were pretty terrible. My lungs were filled with fluids, so my body was making me cough a lot. It literally hurt to breathe, and I was sleeping 12 to 14 hours a day. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm really not. I wasn't getting better, so on the 4th of November, I had to go to the hospital to get some x-rays and blood work. Enjoy some of the dumb pictures I took while waiting. Also, can we just laugh at how out of it I am in this picture? I mean, what? Anyways, it was stressful. I was kind of scared it was something more serious, and even if it wasn't, I didn't know if it was going to take longer to heal than I initially thought. I'd already missed so many classes and auditions, and I basically wasn't doing anything except sleeping and feeling like I was dying. Thankfully, it wasn't more serious. The antibiotics were just taking longer to kick in. And then, 4 days after the hospital visit, I had another neuroscience exam. I studied as much as I could under the circumstances, but it really sucked. And finally, just yesterday, I got off my antibiotics and I'm in serious need of de-stressing activities. So let me show you how I reduce my stress. It usually helps, and I hope that some of these are helpful to you as well. So Teami sent me this face mask, and I thought it was perfect for this because honestly, I find face masks are like super relaxing. Okay, I got the mask. So it's a detox mask with green tea blend, matcha, lemongrass, and clay. It says it's perfect for all skin types, so I mean, that means it's gonna be good for my skin type.
Wow, that was just so smart.
Oh, that actually smells so good. The lemongrass is amazing. Wow, okay. This smells so good. Also, if you want to check out this face mask, I'm going to leave the links down below to Teami's Instagram and their website and all that good stuff. And thank you so very much for sending this. I'm actually loving the mask so far. Okay, this says it takes 10 to 15 minutes for it to dry, so we're just gonna wait, and I'm gonna just sit and relax and reflect while I have it on. Also, I know that the same brand, Teami, has some teas. Teami. I personally haven't tried them out because I'm not really a tea person. I don't really drink tea, but maybe if it's as good as their face mask, it'll be great. Alright, so as you can tell, the skin mask is basically dry, so I'm gonna take it off with some nice, refreshing, cold water. So I got the face mask off, and honestly, I'm actually amazed at how relaxing it was. I think it was the smell of the lemongrass that just was really soothing. Also, my skin feels like it's kind of brand new. It felt like the mask had this nice cooling effect on my skin, if that makes sense, which was super relaxing as well. Yeah, on to the next step. This is my cat Charlie, and I find that spending time with him, whether that's petting him or playing with him, can really help reduce my stress. If you have a pet, I seriously recommend you spend time with them when you're stressed out. Some studies support that being around your pet can help lower blood pressure, make you feel less lonely, increase self-esteem, and they can do some pretty stupid things that make us laugh, which reduces tension. That's right, coloring is not just for kids anymore. It's cool now. All jokes aside, it's actually a really calming activity for me. I feel like I get into this sort of meditative, mindful state, and I like to put on some music while I do it, usually something uplifting that is kind of mellow or acoustic. I'll insert some of my favorite songs to listen to while I color here. Writing about what I'm thankful for can help put things into perspective. Like, sure, an upcoming exam may be making me feel super stressed, but at least I have the opportunity to take an exam. And yes, I don't necessarily want to, but I mean, I'm getting a university education, and yes, it comes with stress, but it's definitely something to be grateful for. Or even just thinking like, yeah, this exam could go badly, but at the end of the day, there's so much more to my life than this one source of stress. Also, so for this next thing, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm really stressed, I get terrible neck pain and upper back / shoulder pain. So what I like to do to try and fix that is use these muscle pain relief patch things or heat wrap thingies. I just like to put them on overnight and then leave them for the morning, and then I wake up feeling a lot less tense and my muscles do feel a lot better. Okay, I saw that piece of footage and I just had to do the side-by-side with Hannah Montana. Anyways, if you play an instrument, definitely give yourself some time to play it. For me, it shifts my focus away from the stressor and just lets me focus on the music. Or it helps me express myself and get my frustration out by playing fast-paced songs. I also love to pick songs that either relate to my current situation or songs that have positive lyrics, and then look up the chords online and play along while I listen to it. If you have any self-help books at home, I recommend that you reread your favorite chapters, especially if there's one on stress. And if you don't already have some, I recommend you go out and buy one. This is one of my favorites. It basically just motivates me to get my shit together. Okay, but does anyone actually read books like this? Like, people do it in the movies, and I thought, okay, maybe this will be comfy, but it's not. When we're stressed out, our brains tend to be thinking at a really quick pace, or we're only focusing on our source of stress and nothing else. So it's good to bring ourselves back to a more grounded state, and meditation can be great for that. I like to use the app Headspace. They have a whole collection dedicated to stress, and what's great is that it lets you choose how long you want the session to be, so you can't really make the excuse of not having time, because I'm sure you can spare 10 minutes for your mental health. Also, this is advice that I don't really take myself very often, but talking to anybody, just voicing your thoughts and what you're stressed about can actually be really helpful to just kind of let go or just have someone listening for you. So we're gonna do a little test and we're gonna call my boyfriend and see, we're gonna talk to somebody. I'm following my own advice, so let's see. I've been journaling since I was a kid, and I could probably make a whole nother video on that, but just focusing on how it helps with my stress, instead of keeping everything bottled up, letting it out by writing about it can be really helpful. I find that by writing, I discover things about the source of my stress or solutions that I hadn't thought about yet. Also, if you don't really want to talk to anyone, this is a great alternative. A piece of paper can't judge you or feel bad for you or get angry with you or tell you you're overreacting or give you any other reaction that is potentially the reason why you're avoiding talking about it with someone. A silly but useful thing to do is to just put on some happy, uplifting music in your room and dance to it. It doesn't matter if you can't dance. I can't dance to save my life. I basically have 2 left feet, but it doesn't matter because I'm in my room and nobody can see me. Except you now, because I'm putting this up on the internet. But whatever. If you can see my dorky dance moves, you can go ahead and do some of your own. Another great thing to do is exercising, and I know it's kind of obvious, but I think it's still worth mentioning. And I'm supposed to ease back into exercising after being sick, so I'm not going to film any of that. But my favorite stress-reducing exercise is just running. It really does help clear my head. So for you, just try and find that one exercise that fits really well with you, whether that's swimming or biking or hiking or running like me. And if you do like running, I really suggest that you download the Nike Run Club. They have a whole bunch of guided runs. Some of them are voiced by professional athletes and some other ones are voiced with in collaboration with Headspace, which is the meditation app that I talked about before. And I really like those when I'm stressed because they're really calming and encouraging. Watching a movie can help you take a break from thinking about all the stressful things in your life. I typically like to watch one of my favorite movies or an easy watch like a Pixar film or a comedy. I would definitely try to stay away from intense, stressful dramas or horror movies. So I forgot to film an outro and it's late now, so this is gonna be the outro. If you did like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, and comment down below which of these tips is the most helpful to you, and hopefully I will catch you in my next video.